Tyrece, it's been 2 months, which is hard for me to believe. It's been 2 months since we played. You are one of few of our players that were able to stay in Blacksburg. What have you been doing with your time? What does a day for you look like?
Day for me, it looks like waking up at 7 and going put up shots. I start with form shooting, trying to get my wrists just to stay the same every time I shoot the ball, not have it going sideways or anything. I start off with a workout. After that, I grab a quick snack and come here. I either finish schoolwork or come in the shower, take a nap for a little bit, wake up. Once I wake up, I just chill. And then I go outside. I got a ladder. They got a court next to my apartment. I do some feet work, you know what I'm saying? And
yep.
I just try to get as much shooting as I could within like days. So I shoot probably twice. The most I did in a day was 3. I did morning, evening, and I did like almost midnight shooting like forms and mid-range. But my biggest focus is just shooting the ball, trying to get and stay with a comfortable shot so my wrist won't be everywhere. So,
well, of all your many attributes, as we've talked about several times, if you could hone that skill, you're next to impossible to guard. And I know you've been working at it, and you're from Louisiana. Walk us through a little bit what it's like being away from home and being away from your family.
Being away from my family, it was tough to start with because it was a big transition from Louisiana to Blacksburg or Baton Rouge to Blacksburg, and I wasn't completely comfortable with. There's nothing like to do or just strictly focusing on one thing. So when I came out here, it was kind of, I was calling my dad every day saying I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, just calling him, and he was just like, stick through it. It's going to pan out right. And still to this day, I have days that I think about it and I miss them, but I know that the outcome of what I'm doing is going to turn out to be something big if I keep my head straight, stay focused. So, we FaceTime almost every night, and that's good.
Well, Ben, I guess we owe you a big thank you for talking our man off the ledge. Of course, Sean, I'm sure you had something to do with it.
Yeah.
Ben, what was your thought in terms of Tyrece coming to Blacksburg, playing in the ACC? As we get older, the two of us, and a bit wiser, what was your message to your son in terms of hanging in there and sticking it out as he's done, and he's made the most of his opportunity?
Well, tell him it's a great opportunity. These opportunities don't come around too much in our neck of the woods. So I don't care what thoughts you got going on. You're going to stay put. And I just told him wait till everybody comes back on campus. Then you'll be more comfortable, make some friends. His biggest thing was there weren't too many people on campus to talk to, or he thought he was in an igloo in Iceland somewhere. He didn't know. He thought it was going to be that way for the rest of the year. So just had to keep his mind focused and send him some money so he had something to do in his off time.
Yes,
and when everybody got back on campus, he realized, hey, it's not bad at all. This is a great opportunity. Started meeting friends. The players started coming back on campus, and he took off from there and never looked back. Now he doesn't want to come home.
Well, we're thankful. We're thankful that he doesn't want to come home. Sean, what influence did you have in your community, your talks with Tyrece? What message did you want to give to your son?
Well, you going to school and you're going to get your education, and that is you play basketball and this is what you're supposed to do. So you go out there, you make the best of it, and he has made a whole 360 since he's been there from high school.
Right.
Well,
360.
What he's done here academically, where he is over a 3.0.
Yes.
He is responsible. He is a wonderful young man. And needless to say, the year that he had for our basketball team was pretty remarkable when you consider it was his first year playing. Of course, he was here for a year when he sat out. But when his opportunity came, he made the most of it. And what a pleasure he is to coach. And I don't care if he's on this call with us. I love coaching him, and I think that both of you understand that. You had one of the top moments of the year, top 10 Sports Center play, and you drove baseline, got up over top of a really good player at Wake Forest, the SAR kid. Would you talk about that particular play, one of the most athletic plays that I've witnessed as a basketball coach? What do you remember about that play?
It got to that moment. That play, it was the play call you called.
Thank you, Tyrece. Thank you.
Yeah, it was the play call you called though. It's Houston. Houston.
It was Houston.
It's Houston, and you called it like perfect timing, and I just went to the goal with enthusiasm and with a chip on my shoulder. And I want to say, when I drive to the goal, I try to see where my next hip coming from and his first step to me. So I saw his first step was like he had to try to gather and then take another step and try to jump. But I did my first step quicker than his, and I was able to get above him. But I finished through the contact.
Incredibly athletic play and an athletic play through contact, as you mentioned. I'm going to put you on the spot. Would you attribute your athleticism and your ability to score around the basket to your mother or your father?
To score on the basket, I'll give that to my mother.
It doesn't surprise me. Don't give Ben any credit.
Nah. My dad was he still got, I think, VCRs or tapes of him dunking on like a 7-footer. He finished around the rim like crazy. I think that's why I really get it from. But
as crazy as this sounds, Tyrece Radford averaged close to 7 rebounds per game for the Hokies a year ago, making you the leading rebounder in the country among players 6'2" or shorter. Where does that ability, your knack for the ball and your nose for the basketball what do you attribute that to, Tyrece, your nose for the basketball?
I want to say even since I was small, I played for a team called Showtime Sports Academy. So when I played for them, I always have been the type of player that always dive on the floor. I'm always on the floor. My dad used to yell at me and tell me, like, stay off the floor because I was the mop, something like a gym mop. That's what he did. That's what he called me, like a gym mop, because I always was on the ground after layups, diving for the balls. I was always on the ground. And I had that in me since I was little, and it never left. I can just say I just stuck with it, and it was working. I mean, it got me a lot of playing time and put me in a good position to play for different AU teams too. So I just kept, and I felt like it was a good tool to keep, because I know not many players do that or dedicate their body or sacrifice their body for like other teammates or anything. I'm really good. So
not in today's game.
No, Ben, not in today's game.
So I just stuck with it, and that's a tool I use, and you can take it before, I believe.
You have such a unique game. Is there an NBA player that you try to pattern your game from?
I wouldn't say my game. I wouldn't try to play as like nobody else now. But when I was growing up, I used to try to play LeBron. He's still my favorite player to this day. But
you remind me of Russell Westbrook.
How
do you play?
Myself. So, but
only one, Tyrece Radford.
Yes.
For sure, though. Explosive. Yeah.
Tyrece, your favorite uniform combination at Virginia Tech? What's your favorite uniform?
Orange or white. I think.
I love the orange uniform. What's your favorite shoe to hoop in?
Shoe?
Yeah.
My favorite shoe to hoop in is going to be LeBron's or the Kyrie's.
In the Miami game, when you made the shot from behind the backboard, what was going through your head? What was your thought process?
Before the shot or
after?
I was shocked that I actually because I was going with the motions. The ball was kind of loose, but after I had it and I gave him like a fake to the outside, I scooted over the backboard, but I didn't do like anything after. I was just like, I really just went with the flow and it worked. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I don't got, it happens no more, but.
I am appreciative of each of you for your time and for being with us. And I will say this in closing. I've been doing this for 35 years, and Tyrece will go down in history as one of my favorites. He's no maintenance. He is a great citizen on our campus. He is an exemplary student at Virginia Tech, and his basketball game speaks for itself. I admire how you go about your life, and we're lucky to have you here and wish each of you well, and can't thank you enough again for your time.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Stay cool down there in the bayou now.
Yes, sir.
Thank y'all very much.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.